That's Christmas over for another year. It means New Year's coming up too. What does New Year's mean? Hell of a lot of fireworks that I hate and cannot be arsed with. And those cringy Facebook New Year, New Me statuses. New Year's resolutions. Something that I don't particularly take part in. It gets to about the 2nd or 3rd of January and I've already broken what I promised I was going to change in the new year. But this year I've decided to actually do something and make some New Year's resolutions that I'm not gonna break. The only way that I would not break them is if they're dart related. In this video, I'm gonna share with you guys my 10 darts New Year's resolutions to help me become a better player in 2021. My name is Ross and welcome to Clash of the Tungsten. If you've been here before, what are you saying? If this is the first time on the channel, alright. If you do enjoy the video content that you do see today, then please consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss another darts related video. Recently, I've really been struggling with my darts performance to the point where I've actually thought about giving up. I'm getting a bit down about playing badly, and darts is my hobby and I'm not enjoying it. If you're not enjoying your hobby, there's got to be something wrong. So I thought it'd be quite a cool idea to come up with 10 New Year's resolutions to share with you guys to make me a better dart player in 2021. Right, I've been chatting for too long now, so let's just get into it. So my first darts New Year's resolution is to learn all the checkouts and memorize them. There's been plenty of times where I've been playing in a game or I'll go for the wrong treble with the first dart and it leaves me on a bogey number, and then I think, why did I do that? I've ruined it already for myself because they're going to be now a few darts ahead of me just because I've thrown at the wrong treble. By memorising the checkouts, I think that will benefit my game in the long run. You know what you've got to leave yourself to enable you to win. You've got an advantage even before you've thrown a dart. It's a bit of a no-brainer, that one, and I'm a bit disappointed in myself that I haven't learnt them all before. Number 2, this one might be a bit laughable to you guys, but the way I've been playing at the moment, this is actually would be quite a good target for me to hit. My second New Year's resolution is to consistently hit a 60 average in all games that I play. You guys might be hitting 70s, 80s consistently. I'm not. I was averaging around 52 and that's not good. 52 is not good. In the pub leagues that I play in, a 60 average will allow you to win most of the games you play. You'll probably win 80% of your games, which is quite a high percentage. And me hitting a 52, I'm barely gonna be winning anything. If I set my target too high, then I'll just get bored and fed up if I don't hit that target. So I think 60 by the end of 2021, hitting that consistently is quite a good target to aim for. This then leads me on to number 3, which is gonna be quite difficult at the moment with all the coronavirus and all that rubbish that we got going on. Number 3 is to play in competitions, whether that be online or obviously in person. I've actually never played in a competition myself personally at all. I think by playing in a competition, it will allow me to get that sort of experience. Obviously, it allows me to speak to other dart players in a similar position to how I am, and it will just give me that sense of pressure, especially if there's money at stake. It puts that little bit of added pressure on you to think that you could actually win some money at the end of it. I've actually quite recently signed up to the GDL. If you haven't heard of the GDL or you're wondering sort of what the GDL entails, I'll leave a link in the description below so that you can take a look and see for yourself what it's all about. I'm hoping that by playing in competitions, whether, like I say, it be online or in person, will help improve my game in the long run. This leads me on to number 4. Actually develop a training regime that works and I can stick to. Having a baby, it's quite difficult to find a time to actually play darts. I end up finding myself playing against Knacker bot quite a lot. It's not real pressure and the scoring is so simulated. It doesn't really aid anything, and especially if I'm struggling with an average of say like 52, 53, I'm only getting a few darts at a doubles. If I'm just playing 501 constantly, then I'm not getting any double training really, because I'm going through like the scoring phase of the game and then I'm having a few darts at the double at the end. It's not really doing much to help. I put a tweet out the other day just genuinely asking for help. When I uploaded a tweet, I was half sort of expecting for you guys to give me a bit of stick for it. You guys just mentioned so many things that I could try out. So what I'm going to do just before the new year is take a look at them all and see what I can actually fit within my schedule. It's hard work finding the time to completely dedicate to darts, but I think if I find something that works around me and my schedule and that I can stick to, not keep going to others and trying one then trying the other and just going through one, then I think that will help me develop as a player. 5, again, this one might not be a massive one to you guys, but number 5 for me is to hit 30 40 180s in 2021. A few of you guys I see hitting crazy amount a night. I'm not that sort of player. I can't hit many. I wouldn't say they're particularly rare, but I wouldn't say they're particularly common either. And what I've been doing recently, if I do hit one, is I take a photo of it. With all the photos that I take of like my little urn and, you know, everything, they sort of get lost and forgotten about. So my plan is to actually track the amount of 180s that I hit in a year. If I actually write them down and put a specific date on them, that will allow me to sort of track and trace. Well, I know we've been doing that a lot this year with the whole COVID thing. At the end of 2021, I can then look back and see how many 180s I hit in that sort of month. It allowed me to see my improvement over the months. And yeah, I think 30 is a pretty good target for me to hit in a year. Obviously, if I do hit more than 30 by the end of the year, then I'll up that target a little more to something a bit more realistic, but I will not go down and say try and hit 20. 30 is going to be my absolute target that I need to hit by the end of the year. Number 6, this is a bizarre one to myself because I should have been doing this ages and ages ago. And number 6 for me is play more online darts. This is so stupid of me not to be doing this a lot at the moment. I even made a video of showing you guys how to make a split screen in OBS and on Knacker. And I feel like a bit of a hypocrite because I don't actually even do that myself because I barely play online. Sometimes I just cannot be asked to just plug my webcam in, and that sounds so lazy, but it's one of them where I'm just, just whack the button and just play the bot because I can't be asked. It's not hard to plug a USB into a computer. Like, it seems so lazy of me now, but playing online is so much more accessible now, and I've got all the equipment to do it, and I just don't play. Although playing online isn't exactly like playing in a pub, it does actually give you a little more pressure than what you would play in a bot, and also you're actually scoring against a real person, so the scores would be a lot more realistic than actually just playing a bot. And like I said, I've joined the GDL league, so this will allow me to play more online darts anyways. I won't have an excuse not to play online. Ooh. Number 7, this is one that I find that I'm doing pretty much every day at the moment anyway, but this one is make more friends in the darting community. That tweet that I put up the other day just said it all for me really. Had around 30 comments on there of people just helping me and suggesting different things to try, suggesting practice games, and man, I love this darting community. I cannot believe how close-knit it really all is. There's not many people on there that give others abuse or, you know, take the mick. They're always very supportive and try and aid you with your game. With the darting community and making more friends online, it will just make you become a better player in the long run because you'll pick up little things that other people tell you about, you'll find practice games at work, and I think it will just help us all in the long run. So my plan is to just try and make as many friends as I can in the darting community. I think I'm a very much a people person, so yeah, there's no real excuse for me not to. Number 8, man, this is so difficult to me and a hell of a lot of people, and it's stick to one set of darts. I am the worst person for this. I did a review on the Arambini Loxleys and I said these are going to be my forever darts. Literally 3 weeks later, back to my Dobey phase ones. I don't know what it is about those darts. They're the set that they're sort of perfect, but not quite. They're the ones that I always seem to go back to. They're quite hard to get hold of now, so I've sort of got an allegiance to them where I don't ever want to get rid of them, but I just really love them, and I'll buy a set of darts online, throw them for a little bit, realise that I don't really like them as much as the Dobeys, and then I go straight back to the Dobeys. So I am so bad for this because I own so many sets of darts that sort of just sit there and do nothing because I always go back to the Dobeys. So my plan for 2021 is choose one set of darts and stick to them. That might be difficult because I might even have to start selling them to be able to do that, so I'm not tempted to go back. I think by sticking to one set, I will eventually just get used to them, and yeah, I think that will really help my game in the long run. God, I'm so bad for it. It's so embarrassing. Number 9, I should have been doing this for a very long time. I'm going to make more time in 2021 to make more dart YouTube videos. It's quite simple, my sort of thought behind this. If I'm making more dart related YouTube videos, I'm playing more darts. Surely if I'm playing more darts, I'm going to get better. So I think that if I'm making more and more, then, you know, I'm going to be throwing more and more, and that will just help me in the long run. Whether or not I do it or not, that's another thing, but I'm going to try my hardest to just throw out more and more more content. I wanted to be throwing out one a week, so that's 52 videos a year, and I failed at that massively. That's my plan, is to just do more and more YouTube videos. I literally have a pad full of video ideas. It's just getting the time to, you know, shoot them. It's quite a time-consuming process doing YouTube, because it's not just the shooting, it's the editing. 2021, I pledge to you guys that I will make more YouTube videos. And number 10, this is the most important one of them all, and that is to just have fun playing darts and enjoy the game. This one is a no-brainer. This one I should have been doing for so long, but as you've seen with Michael Smith in the World Championship, he's obviously not enjoying his game, and it's affecting his performance. You can see that he's sort of, when he throws, he gets angry and he gets agitated, and I sort of feel that as well. Like I said, a couple of weeks ago, I was getting to the point where I thought, should I just stop playing darts, delete my YouTube channel, delete my Twitter, and just forget about it and do something else? But I can't do that. Darts is literally a hobby of mine that I love doing, or I love the idea of doing it. Like sometimes I'm at work and I think, do you know what, I can't wait to get home and throw some darts. Like, and then I actually get on the board and I think, why do I do this? Like, I'm just awful. And you get yourself really down and wound up about things, and it's a hobby, man. A hobby is something that you should enjoy. And it was just getting to a point where I just thought, kick the ass, switch an old dartboard light off and go bed in a mood because I'm playing rubbish. And I think if you think positively and you think about how to improve your game, then it will just come with it eventually. I think your performance will get better, and I'm just hoping that if I start to enjoy it a bit more, and rather than if I hit a bad score, rather than think negatively and think, you know, start swearing and getting angry, think about it positively. Like the next throw, I'm going to hit more than that. And I think a positive mindset will initially help my game improve more and more. So that's my plan for 2021. So that's my 10 darts related New Year's resolutions, which will hopefully help me improve as a player in 2021. If you guys have any New Year's resolutions that are darts related, then please put them in the comments below, because I'd love to hear what you have planned for 2021 too. I really hope you guys have had a great Christmas, and I hope you guys have an even happier 2021. I know 2020 has been a bit rubbish with the whole coronavirus thing, but I think the only thing we can do is just carry on as we are, be safe, be healthy, and, you know, make 2021 a good year with us all. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.